Yeah. Okay, I read the report, and to comment on Donna's daughter who's lost her life, the doctor didn't know what to do. Well, it's simple first aid knowledge. Give respiratory assist. You can keep the patient alive indefinitely if naloxone's not available. And the medical officer's health recommendations, number 3, the quote, action on overdose prevention and response. I read the report, it's good, and naloxone's a good medication if it's used properly. A few interesting lines from page 1 of the prescription for life. Paragraph 4, begin to provide similar levels of care that are dedicated to reducing other preventable deaths. Middle of paragraph 5, as Peterborough Police Chief Murray Rod noted when speaking of opioid overdose and naloxone, it could be anyone's mother or father, anyone's brother or sister. We have to respond appropriately. Bottom of first page, for the same reason that epinephrine, EpiPen is. It is an emergency medicine of choice and a proven lifesaver. EpiPen would not nor should it be on the market if responders to allergy bee sting were being taught to give patient EpiPen and chest compressions only. Medical profession would be sued malfeasance. Phone Michael Parkinson, co-author of this report, June 4th. His quote, Gary, as you see, we did not mention anything about resuscitation in the report. Responded, Michael, what about the hyperlinks to contraindicated naloxone protocols? Gary, I'm late for a meeting, have to go, goodbye. Strange thing about Appendix A, the background reference to this item, the general public has access to a lot more information that has been left out of the Board of Health reference. See the blue tab on your handout? That's my response to the Board of Health, to the prescription for life. It's a wonderful thing to teach people to save lives. Unfortunately, Public Health Ontario is teaching the general public all the signs and symptoms of respiratory emergency, then telling them to give chest compressions only. Layperson is eager to follow doctors and nurses' instructions, believing they are saving lives. Doctors and paramedics may have a hard time distinguishing the cause of respiratory emergency, but know straight away it's a respiratory emergency, not a cardiac arrest. The signs and symptoms are completely different. Dr. Gabor Mate, quote, Toronto, June 6th. Vancouver, 2004, the RCMP tried to stop a resuscitation program for overdose. Dr. Gabor Mate taught the RCMP some wisdom. Not only will these disenfranchised save OD patients, but anyone else that suffers a respiratory emergency. The program was allowed to continue. In Ontario, Public Health is teaching tens of thousands not only how to increase morbidity and mortality to drug OD, but anyone else that suffers a respiratory emergency. All medical consensus for opioid OD found your red tab. This information is just basic first aid knowledge, plain common sense, respiratory emergencies. All doctors and nurses will give rescue breathing, then naloxone, then continue rescue breathing to family or friends. Children suffer respiratory emergencies. They are too young to have cardiac problems generally. Not placing blame, change this protocol for the well-being of all. Stop making yourselves victims and everyone else. Thank you.
Thank you very much, dear. We appreciate it.